Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate. Also, I am doing the other signs, so you could look at your rising sign and your moon sign. I'm going to be using the Tarot Grand Luxe and the Gilded Tarot Royale, so if you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. Alright, so let's look at what is going on with Capricorn. Okay, we have the Six of Wands, and what is that crossed by? We have the Ace of Pentacles. What do they need? What does Capricorn need to focus on? What are you leaving behind? Your strengths, making decisions. I feel like looking at both sides. Looking at the whole situation before you make a choice. Near future. Ooh, I like that. Letting go. Advice. One day at a time. You know I love that. Environment. Emotions. Lots of new emotions. I feel like a new relationship for some reason. All right, hopes and fears, yeah, battling. Potential outcome, message. All right. I saw this card at the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to show that one too. Excuse me. Working on it, right? Working on that message. Working on hearing the message. Being open to all opportunities and listening. So we have the current situation is the Six of Wands being crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, Cancer sign, and we have the Eight of Cups. The Six of Wands being crossed by the Ace of a challenge. Challenge. You're being challenged. I feel like you're being challenged in some way. I almost feel like there's this confusion where the Chariot card is coming this way and the Eight of Cups cards is going that way. And I almost feel like it's this energy, this challenge of this energy is going in two different directions. These choices, these decisions, you're like, do I move forward with this situation? So this could have to do with a job, right? Because we have Pentacles, so that could represent something materialistic that maybe you want to purchase. It could represent like going to school. It could represent money, spending money. It could career, opportunity, jobs. So it could have something to do with that. It could also, I feel like it could represent something that is very valuable to you. So it could be a relationship that is very valuable to you. But I feel like there's this push and pull. There's this tug. It's like part of you wants to go this way and part of you wants to go that way, and you're confused. There's a challenge, right? There's a conflict there where you're like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle, right? Part of me wants to do this, part of me wants to do that. Do I keep going with this situation and keep working on it and being here, or do I move on from it? Definitely, that Moon card there is sticking out for me. And yeah, like that's a challenge when you're in that position of what do I do? What do you need to focus on? We have the Ten of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Hermit. I love that the Hermit came out because I feel like I feel like this snake here represents this pull of this back and forth, is this challenge, right? But I feel like you have to look within and find the answer and shine the light on what is going to work best for you. Sometimes it's like we don't want to face the situation ourselves, so we're like, okay, I'm going to put it on this other person, and I'm going to listen to what they have to say, right? I'm going to let them make the decision for me. But I feel like in this situation, sometimes that helps, right? Sometimes we do that. But I feel like in this situation with the Hermit card coming out here is that you have to look within and shine the light on what is important for you, and you have to take full responsibility of this situation, and you have to really ask yourself those tough questions, right? Because I feel like this is a burden that has been placed on you with all of these swords coming towards your back, but it's like, how do you complete that? Because tens are completion. So how do you move on from that? You have to look within yourself to find that answer. And sometimes we don't like doing that, right? We don't like looking within, and you have to speak your truth. Because I feel like if you don't speak your truth, then it's going to come back. And I almost feel like you're going to be stuck in this energy, like you're not going to be released, whatever it is that you decide to do. But I feel like if you have that clarity and you're able to really look within and speak your truth and do what you feel is best for you, then you can't question that, because you're like, at that time, this is what I feel is the best way, and you're confident in that. What are you leaving behind? We have the Three of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. I almost feel like if you're leaving that situation behind, I feel like it's that indecisiveness, leaving it up to someone else to make the choice. I feel like it's you're becoming powerful and taking control of the situation. Your strengths, Ten of Cups, that's what I said, is looking at all sides of the situation and then making the best choice for you. I feel like you're not in your strengths right now. I feel like there's this weakness. Like your strength is being able to see everything, if the consequences, if I do this or if I don't do this, what's going to work best for me. I feel like that's, and right, what's going to work for you? What's going to bring you your Ten of Cups? I feel like you're good at making choices for yourself, but I feel like for some reason, you're kind of leaving that up to something else, but you have to look within and make that. I feel like maybe it's a tough choice that you have to make, right? Definitely if you're in between something and it's going two different directions, it's a tough choice. Obviously, if it was easy, it would have been made and you wouldn't be at this point. So it's more of a challenge for you. Near future, I feel like you find the solution, you're able to let go, you're able to move on, you're feeling better, like you make the best choice for yourself, and that it's not only that you're able to work on yourself. Again, my brain works quicker than my mouth. I need to just slow down. Okay. I feel that the rewards for working through this situation are many, and that it's to appreciate all of the things that you've learned from the situation, as in that you had a challenge, you looked within, you figured out what was best for you, you made a choice, you were confident in that, and you stuck with it, and you didn't doubt yourself. And it's all of those things that are working towards you that you have to pat yourself on the back for. The advice is taking it one day at a time. I love this one where he's putting the one coin in. It's just one situation. Sometimes it's just 1 minute at a time. Sometimes it's an hour at a time, a day at a time, a week at a time. And focusing on the positive and slowly moving forward, not rushing anything, not trying to force or push anything, and not letting what other people have to say affect you. Like, you stick to your guns. We have the environment is that forward movement. I feel like it's emotional. I feel that it's something, I feel like it's something long term that has been going on, but I feel like it's bringing change to that. Like it's something that is like better and bringing change to old ways of doing things or thinking. Hopes and fears, definitely with the Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant. I feel like it's learning what you can from the situation. I definitely feel like it can cause a lot of conflict, but I feel like it's learning what you can from the situation and not deceiving yourself or fooling yourself about anything, but being honest and true as to what you believe in and which direction you want to go in. Potential outcome, we have working on the message, right? Hearing the message. We have the Five of Wands, no confusion, right? Choosing what the best path that is, the path that is best for you. Don't get working on it, right? I feel like that's why the Five of Wands is right. with the Three of Pentacles is working on that indecision and that back and forth, which is where you started with, and not falling back into that, but making a choice and a decision and following through with it, and hearing the message that you have the power, you have the strength, that your choices, it's your path. You make the choices. You are in control of who you surround yourself with, what you surround yourself, what paths you go on, what decisions that you make. Like, you have to realize that you're in control of that. You are. Whether it's something that turns out negative, then you take ownership. Say, yeah, I made the wrong decision there, right? I made the wrong choice, but I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to learn from that. And I'm going to say, okay, I saw that I made that wrong choice there, so that when I come to the next situation, I've learned from that, and I'm going to make a better decision this time. That's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. But if you don't make those choices and those mistakes, then you're not going to be able to learn from that. But you are in control. All right. Let's get a Star Dragons card. You can hear advice and suggestions from other people and from, other, like, you gather that information and you learn from that, but ultimately the choice is yours. Independence, carving. That's so funny. Perfect, because that's the card that I was kind of feeling. That's the energy that I was feeling, is you're carving your own path, right? That's the energy of this reading, is you're carving your own path. You're calling the shots. You're making the decisions. All right, Jill, how many more times do you have to say that, right? Keep saying it, right? Keep saying it. If you have to say it 1,000,000 times in your head, this is my path. I'm carving my own path, right? Keep saying it. Keep telling yourself that in that indecision, like, right? It's my path. It's my journey. It's my choices. Parent Spirit, watch your words. It could be that not speaking to yourself negatively. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is that we have that, sometimes we have that negativity, that little negative monster in our head that is trying to self-sabotage ourselves. So I don't feel like it's watching your words towards someone else. I feel like it's watching your words to yourself, right? Watch your words. It could be a positive, watching your words, like, I'm in control. I'm carving my own path. Watch your words, like the words that you tell yourself, that they are positive, that they are motivating, and that they are in a good way. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.